Hi, hello. I hope you're having a great day. If you're not having the best day, maybe what I say in this video can kind of help you because I realized that this definitely helped me. I didn't watch any videos that told me maybe I should do this, but I see my own habits and I'm slowly starting to understand myself more. Well, slowly but surely, I'm understanding myself and my habits and what works and what doesn't. And while I'm figuring out what works and what doesn't for me, maybe I can share what works and what doesn't for me to other people. And maybe it might work for you and it might help you make your days a little better. Because for a long time, and by long time, I mean as soon as I got out of high school, well, even before then, even in high school, even forever, I probably since freshman year of high school, so 2016 to probably 2020 is when I really started figuring stuff out. I have been someone that struggled with the daily cycles of life, feeling accomplished through the day, making the day feel like a good day. I never had good days because every day was just whatever, you know? And every day was only whatever because all I did, I was either go to school or go to work. Those aren't anything. I don't have anything to tell you about my day. Well, I probably will, but it won't be something that I personally feel like I've accomplished or something. You don't have anything to talk about. You don't have anything to feel good about the day before. I don't remember what I ate for dinner because I didn't do anything but go to school and work. The day wasn't interesting. The day wasn't fulfilling. I don't feel fulfilled. And because throughout the day I don't feel fulfilled, I usually stay up really, really late to feel like I'm doing something. And at the end of the day, when I look back at it, I'm not doing anything. So I'll go to school or go to work. So I'm up from 7 a.m. and I don't go to bed until after 1 a.m., the next day because I'm trying to stay up and make up for those hours I felt like I missed. Because going to work and going to school during the day doesn't feel like anything. It just feels like going to work and going to school. When you get home, it's okay, now I'm home. What do I do? And a lot of people, myself included, it was I get home and I get to rest. But I didn't feel like rest for me just kind of meant sitting around, watching TV, relaxing, right? But that relaxing didn't translate into feeling fulfilled at the end of the day. I do these things during the day. I do school, I do work, and then I get home to relax. But I'm relaxing, and then when it's time for bed, I feel like I needed to do something. I haven't done anything all day. And this is where we get to the topic. Hobbies are so important. You need a hobby. You must get a hobby. Because when you keep going through your days without something to do, not work, not school, something that will make that day feel a little more like you accomplished something, you learned something, you did something that is extremely important to every day feeling brand new. I will sit at my desk and watch TV, watch something on my laptop, watch YouTube and listen to music. But if I'm only watching YouTube and listening to music, I don't feel accomplished when it's time to go to bed. And I will literally do it for hours until I feel satisfied. But I never really feel satisfied. It's just I'm at my wit's end. I need to go to sleep, I guess, because I have to start that same cycle over and I'm bored. And it's just I'm doing that same thing every single day, And then during COVID time, I want to probably say 2021 is when I really, I was going to school, going to work, and then I would get home, or I would be home already because I couldn't leave my house. So everything was really feeling the exact same. The only people I talked to was my family, like in person, and the only thing I saw every single day was the house that I see every single day. And it's like, I love being home. I like to be in my house. But I don't want to be bored. I don't want to feel like every day of my life is the exact same day. And then 2021 was really hard for me. So I would go to work, but I was doing school at home. So I would have what felt like so much time to do things and then never do it. Or have something that felt like substance to fill it. School and work don't feel like things that can fill my day. They never have for me. For some people, they feel like a good day is when they get up on time, get to work on time, or get to school on time, and finish their school day and stuff, and then they feel like they can relax. But for me, work and school aren't things that are filling my time, you know? They're just things I have to do. And so maybe 12 hours of work and school is like, okay, whatever. But as soon as I get home at 10 o'clock at night from off my shift, school is done, you know? It's like, hey, what else can I do? Right now, I'm not in any classes, so I've been going through that same cycle again. Like, what can I do before work and after work? Like, to make this day feel like something else. Because when I go to work, I'm zoned out. I'm not in work. I'm not there in the moment. I'm just working. Like, working, cycle. And it doesn't feel like anything that I have done in that day before I start the day and after my work day is over. I still feel the need to do something just so I can feel like I did something in my day, so my day can feel like fulfilled. Part of doing something before I go to work has been making videos. So this video right now is something I'm doing before work to map out my day of doing things. And then when I get home tonight, after like 10 o'clock, after my shift is over, I won't be ready to sleep. Working does not make me tired. Getting home completely rejuvenates me. Or just getting off my shift completely rejuvenates me, and I got like another 5 hours in the tank to go. And then I'm up for 5 hours. I can either do nothing, or I can do that hobby that I'm talking about. So making videos, the hobby for the daytime. So tomorrow when somebody asks me like, oh, what did you do yesterday? I was like, oh, I made a video, da 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 da. Then I went to work. Work is something that everybody else thinks is important to tell about, but I don't think so. And then what did I do after I got off work? We have it right here. My hobby is diamond paintings right now. This really helped me, like these diamond paintings and stuff really helped me like with like super bad emotions during the pandemic. Like, so I was stressed out. I felt like I wasn't doing anything, and I felt, you know, unaccomplished. So it was like, what can I do while also doing schoolwork and work that will help me feel like I'm like something fulfilling is happening through my day? And I my hobbies that I have, like the ones that I tell people, oh, like, what do you like to do? Oh, I like to watch TV and listen to music. That's not me physically doing something. I do that passively. That is something I do passively. Like, engaging with that content is a whole nother thing. Like, that could then turn it into a hobby. But when I'm just chilling and I'm just listening to music, I don't feel like I'm really doing something. That is just something else I'm doing. So I sit at my desk and I do my diamond paintings. This is my most recent one. I do my diamond paintings at my desk, right? And then at the end of the night, I'll be like, oh, I finished like this whole chunk. Tonight, I started this piece yesterday. I'm finishing this piece. I'm finishing this little piece tonight when I get home, and then I'll be starting a new one. And I have so many of them. Um, so many. And I think part of, like, I have my interests. I like to do puzzles. I like handiwork stuff. So as a person that likes hands-on activities, boom, doing something, like, I like drawing and stuff. I like arts. I like crafts and stuff like that. But I needed something simple and not mindless, but something that I could do while I was still in class, in, like, my little lectures or whatever, my online lectures. Something that I can do just sitting at my desk, and, like, it's relaxing, but it's also, like, stimulating enough to where I feel good when I'm finished. Like, I'm like, oh, this is just so good. And it helps me release so much tension. It also helps me calm down and relax through the rest of the night, so that when it's time for bed, like, I can actually lay down and go to sleep. Like, granted, I do sleep very late. Like, it's just something that I'm not too good at doing. I can't sleep early. So me, somebody that feels like they need to fill up that nighttime with things to do, having these diamond paintings where they have, like, thousands of pieces, like, of these little diamond things to just place on to the image, it really helps. It's calming, it's therapeutic, and it makes me feel accomplished when I'm done. Like, when I'm finished one of these, I feel good, right? So I have this thing that makes me feel good. I have so many of them, and there's, like, a tangible result. And that's why it's like that hobby. You need that hobby, that tangible result, something you can see happening. Like, it doesn't have to be diamond paintings. It doesn't have to be, like, art. It just needs to be something that you will end up seeing the results of. Like, if you have time after work or before work, after school, and you want to fill that time so that your day can feel like something you've accomplished, like, just go into your mind, go into your head, and think of all of those hobbies that everybody else talks about. You know, not the watching TV, not the listening to music, because I watch TV and I listen to music while I'm doing my diamond paintings, and the TV and the music are not what's making me feel good at the end of the night. You know, what's gonna help you push through? Like maybe some people, they want to learn coding. Like, what's something you want to do? What's something you want to learn? Something that won't, when you're doing it on your own time, at your own pace, like, these things are not going to become a hindrance, another, like, rock on your shoulders. It's not something heavy. It's something that will help you release, because it's at your own pace. It is however you feel like. So maybe you could come home and try to teach yourself a new language. So you do, like, 5 minutes a day, maybe an hour a day, whatever works best for you, trying to learn a new language. Or I really honestly do think reading books are, like, reading is a good hobby. I also read a lot. Like, I slow down a little bit because reading, I cannot put a book down. Diamond paintings are a little more simple, to where I will have a section that I want to complete in the night, or, like, a section that I want to complete over the next couple days, and, like, I'll be able to, okay, yeah, this was good, let me put this diamond painting down for the night and lay down. A book, I can't really put it down. I have the book, and when it's getting good, it's getting good. And if I find it boring, I want to finish it faster so that I can stop reading it. So, depending on the type of person you are, maybe a book is what will get you through your day. It's something you can tell somebody. You'll be like, oh, I just read, like, 5 chapters of so-and-so book, and it was really good. I really liked it. Da 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 da. You feel accomplished, right? You feel like you've done something at night. You've done something in those hours of the day that are not tied to work to school, to something that's like an obligate, like something you have to do that feels mandatory. These hobbies, your hobbies aren't mandatory, and that's why I feel like they feel more fulfilling, because nobody's forcing you to do it. It's of your own, like, nothing, no outside sources are forcing you to do anything. Work and school feel mandatory. If you don't do these, like, life will come raining down on you, you know? And that's part of that pressure. But the hobby is like, oh, I can start this, I can read this book, and nobody is going to be like, oh, what about that? What about blah, 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 blah? You know? I played the violin, and I really loved playing the violin, but I realized learning it started to become a little stressful for me because I was also taking classes. So when I'm just playing the music and learning a new song, like in my class, and I don't feel pressured, is one thing. But then slowly but surely, it started to feel like, I have to play the violin. Even though I loved it, it was like, I have to do this because, like, it's a grade. I'm being graded. And now it's like, oh, like, it's not as satisfying anymore. You know? Like, I would come home and practice it, and I'm not practicing because I want to sound better. Like, yeah, I want to sound better, obviously. But it's like, I have to practice so I can sound good so that I can get my grade in my class, da-da-da-da. But doing the diamond paintings, because that's my hobby right now, that's the one that's gotten me to feel like my days are more complete. I did have to take a break from doing the diamond paintings because life was getting really busy. And unfortunately, diamond paintings cost money, but I did have a bunch of books, so I was reading a lot, and that was filling up that mid space. Maybe you're someone that doesn't have a lot of time in your day to start something, you know? You eventually will be able to find it. I've realized that a lot. Like, you can find it somewhere to make things work. The, like, reading is something you can definitely do, like, between your days. And, like, phones kind of detach you from things like phone games, but I think like a puzzle type of game or something like that could also work in this hobby thing. It's just a little less tangible, like the results of like maybe learning a skill or something physical like a diamond painting, or even if you wanted to like just try something new. Like I also was trying embroidery, and I really liked it. I had to take a break from it though because like somehow all of these things require different, like all of these hobbies that I've been looking into and working with to find what works for me, all of them require different like levels of my attention. And embroidery required a lot of attention for like a lot of attention from me, and started to get frustrating often because I'm literally learning how to stitch a picture into fabric. And so when it didn't look how I wanted it to, it would frustrate me. And then I had to step back and really like, is this the hobby that's going to work for me right now when I'm so stressed already? So you just try a bunch of things, and some of them will work out and some of them won't, but at least you tried it, and at least you can say like, hey, I tried this thing and it kind of a little bit helped my day feel more like something I'm doing. And that's all I want to say to everybody. Like, really get a hobby, and not in like you need a hobby, you need something to do type of way. I mean, get something that is just for you to do. Nobody else needs to be involved in it at all. It is just for you to feel, for you to work through, to calm yourself down, for you to have something to turn to when it's not work or school that can help you as a, like, just through your life, can help you through some stressful times, can help you when you're bored. Like, just something you can do to make the days go by, but without that cycle of boredom, the cycle of just feeling so unaccomplished, you know? Every single diamond painting, I completed these very quickly, like all of them. Like, this was my first one that I've ever done, and they go in order. It's a lot of them. It's so many, and every single one of them gave me different stress, but like good stress, you know? I was losing pieces. I was losing parts of the colors. And I was like, oh, am I going to have enough? And I was a little stressed about it, because what if I didn't have enough? But it all works out in the end. Every single one of these are finished. And I'm not angry about it. I'm happy. I'm like, this is my hard work. You know? This is my hard work. If you're learning a language, if you teach yourself a language, if you learn how to code, that moment when you get the animal to run across the screen from the code that you made, that is going to feel accomplishing, because like, hey, I actually did that. Like, I did the work and now it's there, you know? Making these videos, it'll be like when people are seeing them, I'm not getting like thousands of views, but when people are seeing them, or if somebody subscribes, I'm like, boom, my hobby, this thing that I'm doing for myself is branching out into more. Like, I have my goals for this. I really like sunk this in. I have my goals. Like, the goal for the diamond painting is to finish this. Your goal for learning a new language can go step by step, and you don't have to feel pressured by it. Maybe you just want to learn how to say hello. You can look it up and say hello. You want to learn greetings. You learn your greetings. It might take you a month. It could take you a week. You learn the greetings, and now you can greet people in your new language, you know? In that new language that you're learning. You're not becoming fluent. Your goal isn't to become fluent. It's just to know a little bit of it, you know? It's just for you to have something to do. Reading your book. You want to finish the book, right? But that first thing that you want to do, you want to read like chapters 1 to 6. Or maybe you just want to finish one chapter of the book every day. If that book has 36 chapters, it'll take you 36 days to finish that book, you know? Just one chapter a day, step by step by step, and you will feel accomplished, because these hobbies, these things you're doing are just for yourself, nobody else. And it feels good, like seeing things happen. Just posting this video is an accomplishment for me, because as soon as this is done, I have to go to work, you know? But as soon as I get off work, I even finish my diamond painting. And then I'll end my night with my diamond painting being completed, and I have posted a new video, you know? And like maybe I don't even post a video. I just start editing the video and I post it the next day. But it's still parts, like it's still something to do that's outside of my regular. Every single diamond painting is a different painting, and it has its own unique parts about it that is outside my regular. Now, if I was doing the same exact diamond painting every single day, obviously I'm going to end up hating it. I'm going to end up feeling like I'm not doing anything fun anymore, because everything is the same every single day. Every single video I make is different every single time. So it always feels new. It's making my day new. It's making my life new. Like, it just feels good. And that's what I want for everybody, to just feel good. So I hope you watch this and maybe you took something good from this video, or maybe you have a hobby already that's helping you. Like, leave it in the comments. Like, tell me what that hobby is, because maybe I want to try new things. Other people watching this video might not know what hobbies to try, you know? And so give them some ideas. Give me some ideas. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Most people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. And just have a good day. Have a good tomorrow. And yeah, have a good one.